Hello, welcome friends. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. Today's a walk through a neighborhood tour. I also want to discuss whether you should pay off your bond on your home. I will take you through a walking tour in the new neighborhood of Shayla Villas in the village of Water's Edge. I will also discuss whether you're at a competitive disadvantage if you pay off your bond. Stay tuned, friends. Hello, welcome everyone. Thanks for liking my videos and subscribing to my channel. My name is Tim. Welcome. Here I am standing on the corner of Frimpton Place and Samantha Scott Terrace, or Trail actually. And this is the site of the Shayla Villa neighborhood. The Villages recently released a video on YouTube introducing this patio villa neighborhood as one of the newest patio villa neighborhoods you can purchase a home in here in the village of Water's Edge. And as I pan around, you can see there is a lot of building going on in this area. For those new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tim. I do Villages related content. The Villages is a 55 plus community located in Central Florida. And I'm walking through a patio villa neighborhood. A patio villa is a series of homes. These homes usually have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. And they range in the area of 1,100 square feet to maybe 1,200, 1,300 square feet. So these homes are a little bit smaller when you compare them to the other series of homes. And this is a brand new neighborhood. They are in the middle of construction. You can see there is heavy equipment moving around here. There's a patio villa with a 2-car garage. It does have drywall. They do have the forms ready for pouring the concrete driveway and sidewalks. So today's video is really a twofold video. One is to introduce you to this newest neighborhood, the Shayla Villas, here in the village of Water's Edge. And the other is to discuss the bonds. And for those new to the channel, the bonds is an extra payment that you make annually for 30 years to pay for the infrastructure of these communities. Put the roads in, put the sewers in. And you can choose to either pay the bond off annually over 30 years, and the interest rate on the bonds in this community is 5.19%, so you are paying interest. You're also paying an administrative fee. So you can choose to pay the bond off over 30 years, or you can pay it off in full at the time you purchase your home, or at any point thereafter. Very nice patio villa neighborhood. You can tell it looks a little rougher than the video that the Villages published on their website about 3 days ago. I will include a link to that video in the description of my video. They're doing some excavation and grading work, putting the lawns in. So the bonds on these homes in this neighborhood, for each one of these homes, the bond amount is $27,477.25. So when you see the list price of these homes, you're also obligated to pay an extra $27,477.25, either up front or over the course of 30 years in smaller payments. And if you make payments over the next 30 years, With the interest rate and administrative fees, the total amount you would pay would be $58,286.76. That's a little more than double than what the bond amount is. They're doing some excavation work here. Look at that. So you have a decision to make when you purchase one of these homes. Do you pay the bond off? Do you not pay the bond off? Do you want to pay the 5.19% interest? Do you not want to pay that 5.19% interest? You have a decision to make for sure. Here's a beautiful patio villa. It's not even close to being ready. Island. White cabinets. Brushed stainless hardware in that home. So that is the question I ask my subscribers and viewers. What do you do? Do you pay the bond off or not? I know there are a lot of people who would rather just pay the bond off. They don't want to pay the interest rate because over time, you're going to have to pay $58,000 into the additional for your home. That's quite a chunk. That's a lot of interest and administration fees. The difference between 27 and 58 is what, $21,000? Do the math on that. $31,000. $31,000 in administrative fees and interest. Raise your hand if you want to pay that. Oh, I also forgot to say, when are you coming to the Villages? You have a bunch of patio villas waiting for you to purchase. So back to the bond discussion. Do you pay the bond off or not? I spoke to several real estate agents over the past few years, and almost every one of those real estate agents encouraged me not to pay the bond off. Don't pay the bond off. I don't recommend you to pay the bond off. That is what the real estate agents are telling me. Can anybody guess in the comments below why they are telling me that? That is Bexley Trail, by the way, between these two homes. The back of these homes are facing Bexley Trail. That's going to be a busy street, friends. Know your surroundings. So why are the real estate agents telling you not to pay the bond off? Are you going to be at a competitive disadvantage if you do? And that is kind of their argument. They feel that if you pay the bond off and your neighbor does not pay the bond off, and a few years down the road you want to sell your home, if you pay your bond off, you're going to have to raise the price of your home to recover you paying the bond amount off. And if your neighbor does not pay the bond amount off, your neighbor does not need to raise the price of the home to cover the cost of the bond. So you could see two identical homes in the same neighborhood that have vastly different list prices, somewhere in that $27,000 difference in these homes. Because you paid the bond off, you're going to want to recover that. You're going to raise the price of the home. Your neighbor did not pay the bond off. He will list the home for far less than what you would. And if you pay the bond off, there's a good chance that a prospective buyer will buy your neighbor's house because it has a lower list price. And they will just pay the bond off over the course of 30 years. That is what I would call the Village's real estate quandary that you're in. If you pay the bond off and save the interest and save yourself $31,000, it might be harder for you to sell your home if you want to resell it. Thank you for liking and thank you for subscribing. I do appreciate it. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas, everyone. I want to get that out. Today is Sunday. I am making this video. So let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are. To pay the bond off or not, I ask of thee. I think that's one of the reasons I didn't want to buy a new home in the Villages either. I didn't want to be in the real estate quandary. Because I'm one of these guys that doesn't want to pay interest. I don't want to pay the $31,000 extra over time. I want to save the interest and administrative fees. Let's take a look at what this house is. This is 1253. They don't even have the streets named yet. On the map they do, but the street signs are not up. Oh, this house looks almost done. White cabinets, brushed stainless. Appliances, white raised panel doors, 4-panel raised panel doors in this house. It's a beautiful day. It is a cool day, though. Let's see what this house looks like. I wonder if these two homes are the ones that were in the Villages video, because they look almost complete. Landscaping is in, grass is in, tankless hot water heaters on the side, the garage, awesome doors. Here's another one. It does look like a granite countertop. The Village's real estate agents tell me that all the new homes are having granite countertops and composite floors, essentially a luxury vinyl floor. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I do appreciate it. If anybody's interested in looking up the bond amortization schedules for this neighborhood, this is the Shayla Villa neighborhood in the Village of Water's Edge. This is in Community Development District number 15. And the unit number for this community is Unit 234V Shayla Villas. 234V is the unit number. And it's called the Shayla Villas. And like I said before, the bond amount on these homes are $27,477. And if you pay it off over 30 years, you'll be paying in a total of $58,286.76. So add that on top of the price of your home. And here we are, right back where we started, in the Village of Water's Edge. Frimpter Place and Samantha Scott Trail. There you have it. The Water's Edge Postal and Recreation Center is that way, about a mile. And the Shady Brook Rec Center is about that way, about a mile. These homes are kind of located right between the two rec centers. Thanks for liking. Thanks for subscribing. Have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.